The UK is trying to attract graduates from top universities to its shores. It's launched the HPI, or High Potential Individual Visa. However, no African universities have made the list. Some say Britain is deliberately discriminating against African students, and others are questioning the quality of education on the continent. So let's find out more from the SG of the Association of African Universities. So that's, of course, Prof. Olusola Oyewole. Thank you so much, Professor, for your time, and good morning to you. Before we get into the criticism, what different camps have to say about this decision, what does this new visa decision actually mean in simpler terms?
Good morning. Thank you very much. In simple terms, it means that students or graduates of universities that are not in the first 50 in the major leagues will not be allowed to have access to this UK special visa privileges.
So this absolutely excludes all African universities, right, Prof?
Yeah, that's what it means, because one, African universities are not fairly, they are not fairly ranked in the current ranking system. The current ranking system is based on the following: academic reputation of the university, such as the number of Nobel laureates in your university, employer reputation, faculty-student ratio, citation per faculty, meaning that your research within your university, international faculty ratio, international student ratio. While I'm not making excuses for African universities, I need to say that many African universities are very young and they do not rank well on this ranking system. This does not mean that the academics, the academics or the teachers teaching in African universities are inferior to those teaching in these highly ranked universities. And this does not mean that their products are inferior to the products of these other universities. I think that the criteria used for this visa system is not fair to the graduates of African universities.
Do you think that it is more exclusionary, though, Professor? Do you think it's more exclusionary?
I didn't understand that.
Yes. What is it? Can I get you again?
Do you think it's more exclusionary? Do you think, though, that this visa decision excludes, it excludes, African universities, the quality of the document, that degree, that master's, that honors, that then the students have to produce? It's more exclusionary. It almost says, if you're from an African country, you're automatically excluded, irrespective of what one may argue in saying that the quality of education in Africa is, of course, globally competitive.
Clearly stated, that is what it says, that if you come from African universities that are not in the first 50 of the major league tables, you are already excluded. But I need to say that may be for Britain, but some other countries have found out that the quality of graduates of African universities, they are very resilient and they are responsive to different situations of life. Indeed, they are quite good and they are highly talented in the place of work.
But obviously, at the same time, we can't ignore that the majority of Africans do migrate to the UK, have families there, they do work there. And I just wonder, if they have worked so hard to be educated, in different levels, from your undergrad all the way to perhaps a PhD level, what does then that mean for them in terms of seeking employment in Britain?
If the Africans graduated from institutions in UK or in other countries within the league table that they've said, they will probably be qualified to work. What they are really against is against universities in Africa that are not highly ranked in the ranking system.
Right. Let's talk about the funding then and support that African universities need at this point. Prof, do you see a gap there in terms of more support and resources that need to be, garnered through to most African countries within the continent?
Really, part of the reason why many African universities are not well ranked is because they are not well funded. They are not competitive because they do not have enough funds to support their research work and other infrastructures needed for their development.
All right, well, we leave it then. I appreciate you speaking to us. Professor Olusola Oyewole, the Secretary General at the Association of African Universities. Thank you for highlighting this issue to us.